These videos are brought to you by MSCCasino.com and the Macau Sporting Club. MSCCasino.com, check it out. Also, be sure to check out PF Painters and their website, pfpainters.com.
You are watching Sports Matters.
Welcome to a Sports Matters TV special in association with Wrestle Slam, the podcast. And it doesn't get bigger than this. One of the biggest stars on the planet is joining us right now. AJ, my man, how's things with you?
I'm blessed, man, and you are right. I am one of the biggest stars on the planet, best big man in the business, best choke slam in the business, best heel in the business, best promo in the business. So you're on the right track.
Definitely. Now, AJ, what a year it's been for you so far. Active isn't the word. You're everywhere. We're seeing you on the screens a lot, wrestling companies a lot. You want a busy year, and it's going to be a successful year. But look, you've started off well, and you're enjoying this business, my man.
Yeah, man. I mean, the thing is like, I know what I bring to the table, and I know I've always known, but now other people recognize it. And because of that, I get opportunities to go any and everywhere. I mean, I just did TNA last week, and left TNA and went right to Houston for a show with Booker T, and then left there and went right to Baltimore for a gig. And then came here, and I'm here for a couple of days, and then I got a show in Orlando, then another show in Miami, then after that show in Atlanta, then after that show in Atlanta, I got a couple of days off before I go to Alaska. Then I'm in Alaska for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just all over the place, man, and it feels good for people to actually appreciate what you bring to the table.
Definitely. Well, look, you work hard. You know what I mean. Your whole career to date, you've worked really hard. You know what I mean. When it comes to the football, it comes to the music. It comes to the wrestling, you just perfect things, and that's down to hard work and dedication. But TNA right now is a hot property. Thanks to you, thanks to many stars on that roster. You've been a champion at TNA, but we want to see more belts around the waist, on the shoulders. Joe Hendry has a certain belt right now that you might be interested in. And look, AJ, I don't see why you don't face Joe Hendry in due course for that title, my man.
Like, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, we all know Joe Hendry's rise started because of his feud with me. We all know this. This is common knowledge. I made Joe Hendry a star. Now he's a star, and he's the world champion. He's giving any and everybody that breathes a title shot but me. And I expect that, because he knows he can beat those guys, and he knows he can't beat me. And that's why he's willing to face these other guys like Elias, like Frankie Kazarian, and all these other – it doesn't matter. He'll face anybody but me, because he knows that he can't beat me. And he doesn't want a world in which I'm the TNA World Champion, because he can't live in that world. He couldn't thrive in that world. I'd make sure that he wouldn't thrive in that world. So I'm gonna let him have his fun. I'm gonna let him have his little run. It's been cool, it's I'm happy for the guy, he told me himself, he was like, this is the first year that in wrestling that he's actually made money. And all I said was, you're welcome. So I've been making money a long time. All I do is make money for everybody. I'm a money maker, so I'm happy for the guy. But at the end of the day, he knows that if he gives me a world title shot, I'm gonna choke slam him out his boots 1, 2, 3 and be the new champ. So he doesn't want he don't want those problems. He don't want that smoke. So I don't blame him. But I did just win a title at Booker T's Reality Wrestling. I just won the television title there. So I plan on hopefully maybe taking that to TNA with me, because as a part of the WWE crossover with NXT and all the different things, so that'll be cool. But I'm more focused on, I want the World Tag Team titles for me and KC. We're the best tag team in TNA. I mean, the Hardys are legends, but the Hardys themselves said that their match with us gave them their confidence back. So, I mean, what else you got to hear?
Oh, you're right. Listen, the tag team division, first of all, is exciting. It's a category that fans love to watch. And you mentioned yourself in KC, that's something we would see, but you know what I mean? The Hardy Boys, obviously veterans, legends, still very strong. But listen, I like that vision. I like that vision of you being a tag team champion. That's something you feel very strong about.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the tag team titles are a title that I want more than anything because it proves not just the hard work and dedication that we put in over the time, but it also proves how good I am. Because we were up for the tag team titles when my tag team partner was Rich Swann. And now we're the best tag team in TNA, and my tag team partner is Casey Navarro. And there's one constant in both of those situations. It's proof that, like, once Swanee left and KC joined, First Class kept going on. The train kept chugging. The smoke kept coming out of that engine, and nothing stopped. And that's because I'm the conductor, and I'm the CEO of First Class for a reason. And I'm very much excited for the future, and hopefully we get the tag team titles, even just an opportunity at them, because we're the best tag team in TNA. Are we legends in the game like the Hardys are? No. But do I think we would beat the Hardys in a match? Absolutely. So, First Class for tag team champs, that's your 2025 goal.
No, I agree. I agree, my man. Now, listen, I want to put something to you, right? We mentioned crossover. It's a good time for the fans right now. Obviously, WWE, TNA have a little collaboration. I know you have unfinished business at WWE, okay? But I'm talking dream matches, okay? We see many dream matches throughout the years. Logan Paul crossing over there recently as well. But listen, what about AJ Francis versus Odell Beckham Jr. in that ring? Two greats of the game. Is that something that we could possibly see? And listen, that could start a trend, you know what I mean? What a match that could be.
I mean, yeah, if Odell wants to come into the ring, he's more than welcome to. I mean, we were teammates in New York. We had a really good time when I was in New York. He's more than welcome to come into a WWE ring. I don't think he wants to, you know. He's more than welcome to come into a TNA ring. I don't think he wants to, you know. So, you know, there's a big difference there. If we're doing crossover, I mean, we all know the real match should be me versus AJ Styles at Slammiversary. We all know that. Like, that's the real. AJ Styles versus AJ Francis at Slammiversary is the real match. Like, that's the match if we're talking crossovers. But, you know, we'll see if it comes to fruition. But that's the match. If we're talking crossovers, I don't need Odell. Just give me AJ Styles.
Well, that'd be a great match. You know, AJ Styles versus AJ Francis, my man, that would be a match and a half. But you see, there's a lot of stuff happening at the moment. It's probably fair to say, AJ, look, you have unfinished business with WWE. There's an opportunity maybe on the horizon, given the fact there's a bit of a collaboration. The fans are getting stuff they want to see. You know what I mean? It's a different place right now, WWE. Strong relationship with TNA. You have unfinished business there, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, obviously. And, you know, my last match there was against LA Knight. He could use a heel right now that'll get some heat. I have, you know, a lot of friends there that are in different positions than they were when I left 2 years ago, like Jey Uso. So that could be very cool to be able to do something with him. I love to work with Ashante and B-Fab again. So that's cool. But yeah, there's a lot of unfinished business over there.
Definitely. Now, this April, it's a big month in the world of wrestling. Obviously, look, we have TNA Unbreakable. Obviously, it's Mania week as well. Big time for the fans, big time for TNA. But look, you're looking forward to Unbreakable.
Absolutely. Unbreakable. I'm going to steal the show like I always do. I'm going to be the best thing that happens on the show, like I always am. Unbreakable is going to be an incredible time. If you're in Vegas, definitely come out, enjoy the show, see the best promotion in the world, TNA, and see how it's really done. I mean, I'm going to definitely steal the show. That's what I do. When there's an opportunity for me to prove that I'm the best, I'm going to do it. And I'm very much looking forward to it.
And look, Vegas is a great place. What's your thoughts on Vegas?
Oh, I love Vegas. Vegas is the only place I can leave the strip club at 8 in the morning and go straight to a breakfast buffet. So I'm a big fan of that. It's good times to be had in Vegas for sure. Every time I go to Vegas, I'm making money too. So, I like that. I'm gonna have a bunch of shows I'm doing in Vegas too. So I'm very much looking forward to it.
Definitely. Look, obviously it's a big week. Fans get to meet the wrestlers and stuff. You obviously like to mingle with your fans. You've got a massive fan base. You know what I mean? There's many events out there for the week, but listen, you look forward to meeting the fans, AJ. That's an important factor.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I'm looking forward to meeting the fans, the ones that buy my merch. If you don't buy anything from me, I don't give a damn if I meet you or not. But as long as you're buying something from me, yeah, it's great. You definitely can't wait to meet you. But if you're not buying something from me and you just want to tell me some story about some wrestling artifact you have because I hosted that show on A&E and you think I give a damn, I don't. No, I don't care about those things. You want to tell me what your favorite WrestleMania match is? I don't care. You want to tell me who your favorite other TNA star is? I don't care. But if you want to buy me merch, we can buy my merch. We can talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about forever. Maybe that's the key. That's your key in. Just buy the merch, and then I'll be your friend. But until then, I'm not going to pretend that we're friends. We're not friends. I don't know you. You're a fan, and that's okay. Buy the merch, prove you're a real fan, and then dialogue, discussion, discourse. It's all there. You know what I'm saying? But first, and most importantly, buy the merch. Thank you.
Business is business, my man. You know what I mean? You've got to earn. It's as simple as that. I love it. And fans will have to keep that in mind. Look, for all of us here in Europe, we get to watch TNA Plus. Obviously, a great app. Many features, many highlights of yourself. And there's going to be many more highlights throughout the years. But why should fans get TNA Plus?
TNA Plus, you should get TNA Plus because for a very low price, you get the best wrestling company in the world. You get to see me every week. You get to see First Class every week. You get to see, unfortunately, Joe Hendry every week. You get to see the Hardys. You get to see the System. You get to see some of the best performers in the world. Are we at the level of WWE? Obviously not. Nobody is. But still would put this roster up against anybody. Man for man. Go all the way at the top. Myself, obviously, being at the top. So, there's a lot of people that have been in TNA for a long time that are so incredible that it's good for them to be a part of this current trend of TNA because they deserve it. And then there's guys like myself that just got here that are some main factors for the reason why it's going the way it's going. And it's good for us because it's proving our worth. It's proving what we bring to the table. So TNA is the best wrestling company in the world. And if you got a problem with me saying that, I don't give a fuck. It's what I believe. And I'm going to believe that because that's where I am. Right? So please make sure you get TNA Plus. It's easy access to all the things TNA. And the fact of the matter is, you get to see some of the best wrestling in the world.
I love it, AJ. So potentially we could have Odell Beckham Jr. cross over to face you. AJ Styles is the match we want to see. We want the European tour. Be sure to buy your merch. WrestleMania
definitely
week.
European tour. Definitely, let's get a European tour going for sure. Definitely over there. I would love that so much. That's what I need in my life for sure.
We need it too, my man. AJ, it's a pleasure as always. When you're in Ireland, we're going to hook up and look after you, my man. But listen, have a great week. We're looking forward to Unbreakable and we'll catch you soon, bro. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.